free racing pigeon tips and lots of info. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, look at the links and email below. Performance enhancing drugs/substances. Amendments/additions to Appendix G passed at the RPRA AGM are highlighted in bold. 1. These rules are drawn up by the Council of the Royal Pigeon Racing Association under the powers granted by virtue of Rule 199. 2. The use in pigeons of the following are strictly forbidden: anabolic steroids, beta agonists, corticosteroids, anti-inflammatory non-steroids, opiates, analgesics, performance-enhancing stimulants, synthetic hormones, any drug found to be performance-enhancing plus any substance which may be used in an attempt to mask the above. When products of which the composition is not specified are administered, we advise fanciers to ask for an attestation from their pharmacist or vet stating that the product does not contain forbidden substances. 3a. In order to detect the above banned substances, the RPRA is authorized to take immediate steps, namely for taking of samples before, during or after the race, from the lofts or pigeons of its members. 3b. A sample may also be taken from the containers used to transport the pigeons from the member's loft to the marking station. It is in the interest of every member to ensure that the container and its contents is free from any trace of the substances listed in paragraph 2 of Appendix G. 4. Only a suitably trained person, authorized by the RPRA in the presence of a witness, is to collect samples. At no time shall the owner or representative take part in the collection of feces. The collection of samples will be carried out by persons authorized by the RPRA on behalf of the organization requiring the test or upon instruction of the RPRA Council, or region concerned. 5. A sample may be taken from a member's loft or pigeons as laid down in paragraph 3b. 2 samples, A and B, will be taken for testing. The containers will be sealed and labeled in the presence of the affiliated member or his nominee. The containers will be sent to the laboratory P.O. box contained on the sample packaging, and the documentation labeled F1 will be returned to the RPRA by the official referred to in paragraph 4 together with the appropriate fee. Only the laboratory authorized by the RPRA can carry out testing of sample A. In the event of a positive test, sample B will be retained by the RPRA authorized laboratory until notified in writing by the RPRA chief executive that the sample may be destroyed. 6. Any tests that are referred back to the RPRA as being incorrectly taken may be subject to charge. Please ensure all written instructions within the testing kit provided are fully completed. 7. Upon receipt of the result, the chief executive shall forward the details in confidence to the affiliated member or his nominee, the race organizer, and the region concerned. Whilst waiting for a test result, the owner of the suspected pigeons shall not have any claim to any prize or title which any of his pigeons may have achieved. If the resulting test is negative, this restriction will be lifted immediately. 8. If the result is positive, notification would be by recorded delivery. The information will also be conveyed in confidence to the PED committee. 9. In the case of a clearly positive result of a test, including those of the first analysis, all costs shall be borne by the offender. 10. Medical treatment may not be used as justification should the result prove positive. Pigeons undergoing medical treatment with substances containing those listed in paragraph 2 cannot take part in races and must not be in a part of the loft dedicated to racing. In the 7 days following the closure of a race in which they have taken part, the pigeons may not be treated with any substance listed in paragraph 2. 11. A member of the RPRA who is guilty of breaking these rules will, in the case of a positive analysis, be suspended with immediate effect, subject to appeal direct to the RPRA Council. Such appeal must be lodged with the chief executive within 5 days of a positive result. A non-refundable appeal fee of £325 must be paid within the same time frame. This fee will include the full sample analysis report provided by the testing laboratory. The appellant will have the opportunity for the second sample, sample B, to be tested by a laboratory of their choice. The appellant shall give notice in writing the chief executive within 21 days of notification of a positive test result stating the grounds for appeal. Where the test of sample B has been requested, the appellant has to disclose the result to the RPRA prior to the appeal hearing. Whilst under appeal, the member may continue to compete, but any winnings must be withheld and will follow the final result of the appeal. Council may delegate the hearing of the appeal to a performance-enhancing drugs appeal committee and its decision will be final. If found guilty under RPRA Rule 199, the penalties are as laid down: a minimum period of 3 years suspension or expulsion from the RPRA. Any prizes won in the 7-day period prior to the test will be forfeited. 12. If the owner or his nominee refuses or impedes the collection of samples, they will lay themselves open to the penalties as laid down in RPRA Rule 199, as though they had been found guilty of using a substance as laid down in paragraph 2. 13. The owner or his nominee may demand proof of identity and site of the authorization of persons, minimum of 2, who take the samples. 14. Details of how to collect samples are included with the kit supplied by the Chief Executive. All charges involved will be given on application to the Readings. 15. Any member of the RPRA who is found to have aided and abetted any other person, either actively or passively, in the administration of performance-enhancing drugs, or attempts to d. Free racing pigeon tips and lots of info. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, look at the links and email below.